Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of X-Men 97. The last video I put out did surprisingly well. I honestly wasn't expecting to get that many views on that video, just because animation stuff doesn't typically do like super fantastically on my channel, but it got a lot of views and a lot of love was shown in the comments, both for me and the show in general. So I'm pretty pleased with how it came about, and that was episode 1 and 2. They're now putting out episode 3 here as I'm recording. This is Wednesday, right? We ended last episode with a knock on the front door, and it was seemingly Jean Grey. I thought, maybe it's a Jean Grey from like the future or something, right? Maybe they did some mission and she got sent back in time or something. But I have since been informed that in the comics, Jean Grey had a clone called Madeline Pryor, and either the person at the door is the clone, or the clone is the one who's back with the X-Men. That I think that second one would provide some more juicier tidbits, but I'm very curious to see like which route they go with it. Either way, I'm pretty excited to check it out. So before we do that, if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. It helps my videos get seen more in the algorithm. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into episode 3 of X-Men 97. X-Men 97. Fire made flesh.
Her mind is dense, vague and uncertain memories, as if her awareness was born only yesterday.
She just woke up.
Some sort of laboratory. Then, escape. Home?
Ooh. Spooky, spooky.
Well, this isn't gonna get confusing or anything. Let's call this mystery gal in the bed Jean Doe. All in favor?
Aye.
My friends, words will fail to prepare you, but the Jean that lies on this couch would appear to be the actual Jean Grey.
What do you mean, the actual Jean Grey?
She's the real one.
Yours, while identical, is not. Ergo,
Our Jean is a clone.
What a twist.
the science is sound.
But I have memories. Her mind, it's just fragments.
You're a fake.
Scott, tell them.
Hey, he had a kid with you, but if he can be with the real Jean Grey, that is a
Beast, confirm your
dangerous proposition.
Enough tests. I am Jean Grey, member of the X-Men, one of the first. You know me.
Do they know you, though? Or do they know her?
We just have to be sure.
Storm would have believed me.
I mean, that is something you do want to be sure about.
Trust the life we were going to build, the life we brought into this world. You and I.
Of course I trust that.
Yeah, and you did have a kid with her.
We should have left when we had the chance.
Lil
We could
Nate,
still leave.
good luck.
Jean Grey. Are you Jean?
Hello? Who's there?
answers.
She probably wants some answers.
Oh, my stars and garters. Stop. You have to get Nathan.
Classic.
What's wrong?
Oh, my
Scientists
stars and
artists have
garters.
signatures to their work. I know who cloned Jean. A man so dark and twisted he can be described as nothing other than sinister.
Mr. Sinister.
Most refer to me as Mr. Sinister. But you can call me Father.
You! Get away from us!
He's a spooky.
You are our son, Nathan!
Yes. That's why I made you. Baked you.
So it's true.
Put a bun in the oven.
Every cell in you belongs to me. Your mind, your body. You have no choice. Time to wake up, my queen. Struggle, of course, is quite useless.
That's no bueno. I don't think this is safe with your kid in the room. Okay, damn though.
Your dark desire.
Jean Grey looking fine.
No, my inferno!
Christ on a cracker, Jean Grey.
Well, let's look at the schedule and see who's up next. Looks like Magneto and Rogue have the Danger Room next. Oh,
Damn,
and Dawn tomorrow too.
They're gonna bone so many times.
It don't say that. Stay on patrol.
Morph's just taunting him.
Go easy on him, pal. Think you just sent his hush puppies up into his stomach.
He did indeed. Oh, is it getting spooky times now?
I found myself a real man, a hero.
Ugh.
Liar. Monster.
Tu madre.
Not again!
Jean, Nathan, no! This can't be good.
This is a house of horrors.
Don't look!
This is not my son. Mutant freak!
Studio Ghibli monster.
Oh dear. I think one of us has the wrong floor.
Yeah, they can never unsee that. Downstairs, now!
What the heck is going on?
Haven't you figured it out?
Jean is messing stuff about. Shouldn't have said that. Just throws him at him.
You smell like burned hair.
Yo, Cyclops, hit me!
Juicing him up. Wow, he is really juicing him up.
Time for an exorcism, punks!
Secretly, you're destroying the mansion.
You're welcome.
Oh, is this our real Jean? What's cracking, Sade?
Jean.
pathetic. What does he even see in you?
Sinister's controlling you. You don't have to do this.
Who am I? Say my name, Scott. No? Allow me. I am beyond Jean Grey. Beyond the X-Men.
What are you?
Forged in righteous brimstone. I am the Goblin Queen.
Okay.
Mr. Sinister?
Sinister's the most evil man who ever existed. He was a scientist in
He's
the 1800s.
pretty messed up.
The voices, there's too many.
She must not remember how to entirely control her powers. The sheer magnitude of her psychic abilities are overwhelming her.
How can she not remember? Like, why is that unsafe? I feel like, well, maybe it makes sense. It's like a old-timey castle.
The spawn of Scott Summers and Jean Grey.
You just gonna toss him into the cauldron?
The combination of your parents' unique genetics makes your potential unlimited, your powers untold.
We're just cooking this kid?
A new breed of perfect creations will be born this night by my will and genius.
Can little dude breathe underwater?
Remember, Jean is Sinister's victim too. She's under his control.
Better listen. I know not what I do.
She's so hot.
Fight, Sinister. Use the powers of your mind.
I do not want to fight you, comrade.
I don't want to fight you either.
She just wants to kill you.
I want you to fight for me.
That's not gonna be good.
Yes, my queen. I am power!
Give us the boy, you brimstone clone.
Cool. She's so powerful, though. Like, this is dangerous.
I applaud your magnetism. But my telekinetic charm extends beyond mere metal. I should have you as a toy.
Damn. She's so good, though.
I'm sorry. I didn't want it.
Somehow she just got hotter. With the red lips.
You'll bleed too, darling.
Who's gonna save him?
Concentrate on my mind, Jeannie. Just my mind. Right here. I'm right here. Remember who you are, what you mean to us. To me.
He loves you.
I remember you.
Keep going. Deeper.
I mean, all that to you?
Yeah, duh. Young shawty. He's hella in love with you.
Scott! He's in danger. I have to go.
My dear, you are not going anywhere.
Try and stop her.
This ends now. You!
Domain expansion.
I was Phoenix.
She was the real deal.
Power Is that all you can remember?
Is she here?
It's like ghosts of Christmas past.
Do you know who I am, Jean?
Mom and Dad called you to help fix me.
Can you tell me who I am? Can you say which of these memories are yours and which are mine? Can you?
I think so.
We are what we remember. You are nothing!
What an interesting, trippy sequence. Speak to your boy. Speak to your son through the void. Wow, that kid is so dry and clean. Not all gooped up or anything.
This is the greatest moment of my life.
Break the gemstone. Dang Skippy.
Let's go save Nathan.
Okay. That's a 45-year-old baby. Got a full head of hair.
Future we have in store for them.
That baby's about to go golfing on Sunday.
You stay away from our son!
Fools! You have doomed the boy!
Your powers are nothing against mine!
It's over, Sinister.
Is it now?
Yeah, probably.
Fly away, home. Your house is on fire, and your child all gone.
Oh God, Nathan.
Is it a fake?
You monster! What have you done?
What do you do to the baby?
It's a techno-organic virus strain. Sinister was likely exposing Nathan to it in the
Turning
hopes
him
of
into
making
a
him
robot.
invincible.
Figure it out, Beast. Please.
I don't remember who Nathan grows up to be.
So what you're saying is not here, not in our time. But what if there's a cure
In
in
the
your...
future.
In the future?
Take the baby to the future.
Oh, no. There has to be another way. I won't be like my father. I won't abandon my son.
We said we'd give you the best possible future.
It's like a young Theo Von.
Don't any of you know how it feels to be abandoned? I won't have him feel that.
He won't feel abandoned.
She's gonna implant memories in his head so he knows. It's okay, little Theo Von. You're gonna be Gucci. You're gonna be just fine in the future.
We love you so much, Nathan. But owe you nothing less than the best possible future. And that is one without us in it.
Freaking eyelashes are stuck together. Adios, little dude. Remember who you are.
This is your home, too. How much do you remember? It's strange, but most everything. All we have now is the future. An unknowable future built on an unknowable past.
Okay.
My next life will be mine.
New
Call me
name.
Madeline Pryor.
Why that
Farewell,
specifically?
Madeline. Farewell, Jean.
How did she come up with that name?
Oh, it's another hot one, Dallas, with no relief in sight. Stay hydrated. Looks like this here drought's sticking around.
She looks so cool.
No summer like a Texas summer. what I wouldn't give if someone could just make it rain.
Speak plainly. Who are you?
Name's Forge, Storm. An old friend of Charles Xavier. I'd like to help you get back what you've lost.
How are you gonna do that? Oh, wow. That episode moved quick. Speed was of the essence. Okay, so they resolved that conflict mighty quick. One episode, in and out. Sinister is not, I mean, he's not defeated, but like the general conflict seemed to be like solved for the most part. Not like a good, like, happy conclusion by any means, but like there is a conclusion to what happened. This episode was very interesting. I didn't know about this storyline at all. Is this like in the comics or something? There was one comment in my comment section that was like, "Yo, like, were you really that much of a fan of the X-Men if you didn't know about Jean's clone?" And I was like, I don't know. I thought it was like maybe a thing I forgot from the old cartoon, but then other people, like, judging by the context of their comments, it made it seem like this was a storyline from the comics. And I haven't read a lot of the X-Men comics. I've read a lot of DC comics. I haven't read a lot of Marvel X-Men comics. So I definitely didn't remember this storyline at all. So it was very interesting to watch. Like, I didn't fully know like what side I was on of like who gets to stay, because obviously like you want the real Jean to be the one that stays, but at the same time, like the clone Jean is the one that had the kid. Like that is who Cyclops has like shared the huge massive moments of life with. And so it was honestly a little surprising to have like every one of those characters be like immediately be like, you're kind of a clone and a fake. Like, I don't know if I trust you. And she's like, are you kidding me? Like, how? Like, that's a normal reaction, right? In like clone stories of them being like, yo, how can you not trust me? We've been through all this together. I have all the memories or whatever. And usually there is a lot more of like a moral dilemma or like crisis of conscience amongst all the other side characters that have to deal with that. But this time, for the most part, I mean, Scott wavered a little bit, but for the most part, everyone was like, nah, fuck that lady. especially once Sinister showed up and turned her into, you know, spooky hot telekinesis mommy, and then they were like, oh yeah, like let's beat her up. But you know, Jean Grey, real Jean Grey, regains her mind enough to like have a little mental powwow with herself and remind her of happiness alongside the pain. And she frees her from the thing, and then they like banish Mr. Sinister, kinda. I don't know. They like send him off into the void somewhere, or he just kind of like just like fades away. He just like escapes. And little Nathan Summers, does he become Cable? Or is he connected to Cable somehow? Because I feel like that is a plot point of, what was it, like Deadpool 2? Didn't Cable get sent to the future? And then someone tried to kill him? Maybe the guy that tried to kill him was Nathan. Or he's Nathan. I don't remember. But he's going to the future because he's got this green, you know, mechanical tape all over his body. And it's going to turn him into a robot if he's not careful. So they got to send him to the future to make him all good and stuff. And that means, you know, fake Jean and Cyclops are like, hey, we're no longer parents. And like they don't even like really address too much of like Cyclops being like, you know, I know we had a baby and stuff, but like, see ya. They just cut to Jean and Jean talking, where she's like, call me Madeline. It's like, okay, I guess. Like, I feel like this, I don't know. I enjoyed the episode, but I felt like it maybe should have been 2 episodes, if that makes sense. Like this particular, like the story events that fit into this 1 episode probably should have been 2 episodes. Like, things moved very quickly. I feel like there's some emotional context and emotional beats between characters that we didn't get in this episode that we probably should have. But I don't know. It was good. I mean, again, it's very much reminiscent of the 90s cartoon. They did not, like, a lot of the cartoons in the 90s were very much like episode of the week, villain of the week. You know, once that episode's done, we move on to the next one type thing. So to have the new one also do that is not a surprise, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of interesting how quick the pacing of that episode felt. But it was super cool to watch Jean kind of turn the X-Men mansion into this like house of horrors where she gets to play on each of their individual fears, and not just like give little like nods and hints. She's straight up like throwing it in their faces. Like Gambit watching Rogue and Magneto just like melt into each other, and just like being confronted with the idea that, like, you know, she loves Magneto more than him. And Morph has their struggles, obviously, with Mr. Sinister in the past. And just like everyone's dealing with all these things. But it was cool to see Jean, or Madeline, I guess, kind of like take control. And her outfit looked cool. Like, she looked so hot. Which is, I know, weird to say about a cartoon character, but like, god dang, Jean Grey, like turn into a spooky witch mommy. Like, come on now. Mr. Sinister is cool too, as well. Like, he's an intimidating guy, and he's always a spooky gentleman. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was pretty fun. I'm very curious to see like what they're gonna do for the next 7 episodes, because I know the first 3 there was like a early event screening, or like press event thing. I don't know. They invited people to check out the show before it released, and they showed them the first 3 episodes. So oftentimes that kind of means that those 3 episodes were somewhat meant to be viewed in the same, you know, confined arc time thing. So it's possible that the next 7 episodes are going to be more disconnected, or more focusing on a different like arc. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Either way, I think that's all I have to say about this episode. I enjoyed it. It was fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. Definitely let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. I'm very curious to see where you guys land. How did you feel about the pacing? Did you think it was kind of like off as well as I did? I don't know. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider either supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.